So I've been raving about Matthew Stafford, how he's playing, his combination with Sean McVay and how they're drawing things up. I just love what they're doing. A lot of people are talking about the 3 tight end stuff. So 3 tight end situation here that the Rams are using really, really well. But just coach, quarterback, just really connected and playing well. So let's dive into kind of what I'm seeing with them. Obviously, using the 3 tight ends to pass the football. And again, this is just one of those play action, okay? Not really there, but this is how well Matthew Stafford's playing. He throws it down here to a covered guy, but you can't throw it any better than that. Not that I expect it to be caught in this situation and both feet, all that stuff, but this is how well he's playing. Even in a covered situation, he puts the ball in the hands of his wide receiver in a tight situation. Now, I always like to, ask questions and teach a little bit too. So they're going to run a little hook here, another curl here, this guy down the sideline right there, and then they bring the back through here, okay? And so for me, just my biggest question here as we let this thing play out. I understand what they're trying to get, okay? Trying to get this corner to squeeze here and get this by him, okay? But we get a chase right there. So now we're going to have an opportunity to isolate this guy. Now, my biggest thing is, and again, I don't know, maybe he doesn't do this right, but off the play action, just get to the flat. Get to the flat for 2 purposes. First, it could pressure this guy to come off when he sees somebody going to the flat and give you the deep one back behind it. Or if he chases there, now this guy in the box, it isolates him because we've got a curl working behind him. When we stay in the same line, he's got the ability to take away the curl and come and tackle the underneath. When we get out to the flat and out to the numbers, now we force him to have to cover with which one of these does he want to cover here. But you notice the back just sits there. So he sits right underneath this curl. And now this defender has the ability to basically take away the curl and then still hold leverage on the underneath guy. Okay, so pushing him to the flat is going to do a better job of opening up those inside curls in that situation. Okay, nobody does a better job with their eyes than Matthew Stafford. So he's going to come out and kind of look over in this direction. But he understands as he looks here, they're going to drop the safety, they're going to rotate back. He's got a little curl, flat combination, knows he's going to work this defender right there, but I'm just going to hold everybody where they're at to the front side so I know I get a true isolation on the back side. So you see right there, see how his eyes and shoulders are looking in this direction to his right, and then without hesitation, back, quick hitch, boom, ball's out on the money to the curl. Great job of holding the defenders, but knowing exactly where he's going based on the rotation. And again, the creativity here on these particular routes. We're going to motion Puka, then we're going to snap it. He's going to actually come up between the guard and the tackle and end up running a naked bootleg off of this, rolling over here, the bootleg off of this with the high-low over in this situation. Boom, seal the edge. Great job from Matthew Stafford to find this. He thought he was going to settle a little bit. Puts it kind of on the back hip there because you see why, right? This guy's sitting over here, doesn't want to lead him into it. So trying to put it on his back shoulder. They just miss on this one, but I love the creativity of these kinds of plays, and Matthew throws it really, really well on the run, even though they missed this one. It's just some fun stuff to watch every time out. And so much of that stuff off of play action, the naked bootleg, getting out in space off of their run game, really do a good job. And again, this is just great stuff right here. So they're going to run. They've got a little play here, which I call hook. So it's a hook underneath and an in up over the top that they will run, and they hit Puka all the time on these in-breaking, quick little in routes. Okay, they're going to switch it up here. I love it. They're going to run the hook, okay, and then they're going to push out here, and he's going to run a semi. This is a timing throw. You got to hit your back foot. Boom, Ball's out. High and away. Great read. Come back. This guy buzzes hard underneath it. Great. I'll just replace right here to the hook. But perfect timing. Getting back, getting the ball out, hitting his guy before he gets to the sideline. I mean, this is the kind of way that he's playing at this particular time, where everything is just rolling. Here's another naked bootleg. You see the 3 tight end set over here. This time, we're going to block down with number 2. Okay. Number 1, going to run the corner. This guy's going to come out in the flat, so you have all the same elements that you would have on any normal naked bootleg. Boom. Good job here with the pressure in his face. Just find your quick flat. 4, 5, 6 yards at a time, which is really what the naked bootlegs are all about. Just keeping the defense off balance, getting 4 or 5 yards, just like a run play. Not necessarily trying to get the big play off of it, but here we go. Same look. Now we're going to motion. Okay? We're going to motion number 1 down. He's still going to have the corner route. We're going to block number 3 down this time. And then number 2, or who ends up being number 1, is going to come out to the flat. Then you've got your crosser. All the same elements showing the hard run action. Here we are coming out. Now we're going to come to the crosser. Good job by Matthew Stafford. Devontae working his way across. Nice little completion. They're so good at this stuff down in the red zone too. Okay. Using the tight ends again. 3 tight end set right here. Okay, we're going to come off the play action. We're going to run called Poco combination here. Again, love to see this guy in the flat to try to move this guy, right? We want him to cover both width and depth. So we want to try to get outside of him, see if we can force the width here and throw the corner over the top. Again, they just kind of turn around, and you see by turning around, this guy plays the corner, and then he's still able to hold leverage on this check down. If he's out here by the numbers and we get it to him out here, now this guy has to come down and try to cover this, spin all the way around. What he really wants to do is hold leverage on both of those guys. We want to try to prevent that from happening. Good decision right there, but we allow that one guy to basically cover both of those guys in this situation. But you're seeing the creative ways that they're using all their big fellas. Here's another 3 tight end set. Trying to force big personnel on the field where they can, but still feel comfortable with their tight ends pushing the ball down the field. So here, influence, seam, big in, and then shallow. So at the end of the day, we're going to have this high-low if we don't have either of those seams based on the structure. And again, Matthew Stafford back, quick hitch, boom. Look at this ball. Right on the money, in between defenders. Ball's out quick, 2-3 yards inside the numbers. Just how you draw it up. And it's just like a long handoff. Just setting it right in there for Devontae for another chunk big play out of the 3 tight end sets. Just really good stuff here. Okay, just again, creative ways of little motion right here. Little motion as if he's going to go across. And once again, he's going to squeeze between the guard and the tackle. And then we're going to run our basic naked bootleg elements out of this. Boom. Got our flat. Got our crosser. Had a chance right there. Hit Puka on the crosser. Wasn't able to see it with that pressure in his face. Ends up having to be a throwaway right here, but just, again, just trying to show the creativity of Sean McVay and how it plays into what Matt's really, really good at, and these naked bootlegs, and down as we get tighter in the red zone, heavy personnel, showing our run, and then having great success with the bootlegs. Love this one here. And again, just the way that this guy's playing his rapport with Puka. So they're actually running a choice route here. So we're going to clear out here, and we're going to run a choice. Okay, so he has the ability to go in or out. Puka wants to go inside here, and he makes his decision to go inside here. And San Francisco, great job clamping right there. So normally, as a quarterback and a receiver, you're like, oh man, made the wrong decision. We're dead. I've got nothing else but a go route out here. Now, what do I do with this? Now, I can work back to the other side. They love to run this little return, and you work to this side. But because of the rapport, Puka says, shoot, made the wrong decision here and got clamped. Well, I'm not going to just keep going and let myself be covered. I'm going to bounce back to the outside. Great job here by Matthew Stafford to go, I trust my guy. He's going to find a way to win. I'm going to hold there. You see the hesitation. A lot of quarterbacks are panicking at this point, and it's fully understood why. Because, oh my gosh, my guy didn't win. I committed to go to the choice route, but stays patient right here, bounces back out of this, stays on it, gives it to Puka, and these guys are just on another level with their communication, and it's leading to so much success this year. And again, see what Matt's doing here. Okay, it ends up being a sack, but I like conceptually what they're doing. This is one of my favorite routes. Back when I was a Ram, we used to run this all the time. I call it pinch now, so it's an influence and an in, and then some sort of hook. Here, they're going to run an angle back underneath it. So this is a play that can be good against everything. Matt sees the push of the defense here. He's looking to go to his one-on-one, come back on the backside. Good decision. Did it a million times coming back. You see, he gets the push. He's looking to go to that comeback, but I think that's Devontae. Beat him so bad that the defender sitting underneath him doesn't really have anything, which leads to the sack. But I just want to look at the other side too. You got your big in with your angle. Okay, so if he comes over here, this guy wants to drop deep to cover the big in. There's your throw right underneath. Guys, open scheme, right? Good, solid, and I always talk about that. Good, solid, basic concepts. Run them different ways, but that have answers for your quarterback no matter what happens. You can always stay over here to the left. Get your one-on-one that you like over here. Great. Go ahead and get back and take that. Devontae's going to win most of the time. He just wins a little bit too much here and leaves the guy behind him, so they're not able to complete it. But you just see the scheme and how the scheme fits together. And that's what I love so much. You've got a really experienced quarterback that you give him good, solid concepts. He's going to get to the right guy most of the time. Then you give him a quality scheme with all the naked bootlegs and shifting it up with motions and getting free hitters and easy plays for your quarterback. That's why your quarterback's playing at an MVP level. Here that love to throw this little wrap in that I was talking about. Great job here. Looks like pressure, everybody walking up on the snap. Everybody's going to drop out here. Quick decision to find the window to the backside, making sure that he's peeking. He's actually even in a hot situation. He's in a hot situation because this guy's coming free here. Could have stayed to this side and read one of his hots, but he said, hey, they're running out. I've got confidence. I'm going to come back with a sense of urgency, and I'm going to find one of these two guys right now and rip it. Does just that. Gets back, beats the pressure, hits that back foot, hangs on the back foot, rips that to Devontae, making him pay for faking the pressure, running back out. Boom. Well done. I mean, come on. Like, just come on. Okay, they're running the semi again, 12-yard out right here, and then they got a guy coming underneath it. So when we get this, we're looking for an off corner. So it's kind of a pre-snap, hey, I got an off corner, I'm going to go hit the semi. And then as I go back to hit the semi, if this guy buzzes hard underneath it, then I want to drop it underneath. Unless I'm Matthew Stafford and I'm just really good. I mean, that guy does everything you could possibly do to take this away. He runs, he gets width, he gets depth. Everything about this says, okay, just drop it here. But when you're playing on a different level, you believe in yourself and what you're doing. And I mean, look at this. Look at this throw. Like, come on. There's just no reason that this should ever be completed with this situation right here as Matthew Stafford's throwing it. But I got trust in my guys on the outside. I got studs on the outside in Davante and Puka. And I trust my ball placement. Boom. Put it right where it needs to be. Get a completion. And again, you can say what you want. Oh, I probably should have gone to the check down here, Matthew. But when you have that kind of ability, you can get away sometimes with not making the perfect decision because you know what you're seeing and what you're capable of doing. All right. Coming up here, changing the play, alerting this. Now, another one of those alerting. We got pressure coming here again, and you see Matt trying to find a hot to the backside. And so I put this on here just because, again, you guys hear me talk about it all the time. Pressure plan, pressure plan, pressure plan. Always having a pressure plan. And you even see right here a little point by his tight end like, hey, if this guy comes, what are we going to do here? And the problem is they don't really have anybody look right now to that side. I need something to come available for me to that side. And we run a little bit of a pivot there with Puka. But you see, he's not even turned around yet. And Matthew's got to get rid of it. The idea is, hey, I got to find a hot. I know I'm hot in this situation. I just would love to see them do something to the front side. What do? Okay, to me, he pointed at him. Just peek right here. Just come off slow. You don't have to change your route. Just come off slow and peek at the quarterback. So I can just put it on him, or maybe he's hoping that Puka, runs this a little bit quicker here and gives him a hot something. But he doesn't have it. Ends up having to throw it away here with the hot. So it's always about, in these situations, every play, making sure you've got a hot plan, not just as a quarterback, because it looks like Matthew knows exactly what's happening. He's looking for something, knows he's got to get it out quick. We just don't have it built into the play for some reason, and it leads to a throwaway. And that's the kind of stuff I see every week. Sacks, throwaways, wasted plays because we don't have an answer against pressure. Why I'm always tweeting, have a pressure plan. Always have a pressure plan. Okay, it's a fourth down situation right here. And again, just this kind of stuff in the rapport between Puka and Matthew. It's 4th and 2 or 3 right here. He's going to push up and run an under. He's got 100% confidence with that physicality of Puka that he's going to find a way to win as long as I can just put the ball on him. Bang, right there, the physicality. He creates a separation. It's perfect timing. Boom, we're going to get right past the sticks and move the chains, just playing at a really high level within the scheme and with the players on the outside. So much confidence for Matthew Stafford. Then you get down here, and they throw a lot of touchdowns on 1 and 2 yard passes. But when you have these two guys right here, why not? You line up in a run formation, and you got all these RPOs or kind of quick routes on the outside, and you say, hey, pick your poison. You can't cover both of our guys out there. I promise you. You're not going to be able to cover them in short spaces, whether it's the physicality of Puka, whether it's the quickness of Davante. You're not going to be able to do it. So if you want to pack everybody else in here for the run, I'm going to keep throwing 1 and 2 yard touchdown passes because it's easy. It's easy for us. So they're going to come back. One of my favorite combinations. Boom. I just call this clipper. Okay, so it's a quick slice on the outside and then a quick corner on the inside. Got 2 best receivers, one-on-one situations. We're just going to come back here. Boom, and you see the run play, right? You can see the guard here, probably too far down the field. They're not being called for it down here, but the RPO, get back, get it out, and you see the separation right there by Davante. Easy pitch and catch for another touchdown. They will do a lot of one-steps, either a one-step slant, slice, or a quick fade with Davante. I don't know if they read it or not, but I've seen numerous touchdowns already this year. Same thing. You commit everybody to the box. You leave Davante one-on-one on the outside. Good luck trying to cover him in those short spaces. All right, back to our 3 tight end set. What are we going to do? We'll come off with the play action right here. Okay, we're going to run a little Poco combination, and then we're going to run a Poco pump, and we're going to turn them up the sideline, get everybody commit to the run, come off, nice Great pocket right there. Matt's got all day long to let him turn up. Then I'm just going to put it on him. Not going to let that safety be able to come over and run through it. So I'm not going to lay it way up down the field. I'm going to drive that throw and hit that window, because you see this guy starts to drive as if he's going to run a corner. He turns up. Good throw in that hole between the two. Right on the money. Another huge play off the 3 tight end play action. Action. I like that. Little play action action. Surprise, surprise. 3 tight end set. Now we're going to come across and we're going to set it up. So right before we had the 3 tight ends over here on the same side. Now we're going to motion across so it kind of gives that same look. Play action here. And what are we going to do? We're going to run basically the naked bootleg elements, the corner, something coming to the flat, something coming on the crosser. We're going to fake the toss on this one with all of our action, beat that defensive end, and these are the ones, right? Quarterback's playing at an extremely high level. He's throwing it well. Even when things aren't clear, he's making plays, he's making quick reads. And then it's always nice to have your play caller, your coach, to design some easy ones, okay? We're going to design this, and we're going to give you some easy ones out here. That's just easy pitch and catch, 10, 12 yards, moving the chains off the play action, complementing each other so well. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to bring pressure. They're going to bring pressure. We're going to be hot over here to this side. All right, Matthew knows that. Sees the pressure coming. Where's my hot throw? There it is right there. Having a pressure plan. We saw it on the last one. He had a pressure plan. Hanging, letting his guy get open. Standing in there, right? I mean, look at all the bodies. He knows he's going to get hit. Knows he's got to hold on to it for just a tick as his guy gets open, but also knows where his outlet is and buys enough time to beat it with the throw. Let's move the chains, bring pressure. We'll make you pay. Love it. Love it the way that he's playing. Guess what? 3 tight ends will come off. A little play action once again. Let's give you an easy one, all right? Here, back, hard play action. Got this coming out here. We're going to leak this guy back to the backside. I mean, there's another easy one, right? A little play action, designed it really well. Got so many different things going on with these 3 tight end sets, selling the run. Boom. Easy little pitch to the backside, a walk-in touchdown right there. Great design once again by Sean McVay. So you got an MVP quarterback playing at an MVP level. You've got a coach that's in his bag creating all kinds of great stuff and easy opportunities for your quarterback. You got 2 studs on the outside where you leave them one-on-one. They're going to win most of the time. That's a formula for a team that's playing as well as anybody in the National Football League. To me, seem to be the most complete team in the NFC. The LA Rams, it's been fun to watch them all year long, but they are playing their best football right about now.